So let's explore the Branson Landing today. Let's go! What's going on, guys? My name is Jesse Weiser and I'm a real estate broker here in Springfield, Missouri, just 40 minutes north of Branson, Missouri. And I'm so excited to talk about what's in my backyard, which is the Branson Landing. If you guys visit Branson Landing or visit Branson at all and fall in love with the Ozarks and want to buy something around here, I would love to help you. Check out wiserlivingrealty.com. This is why we make these videos, so I can push out as much information as possible for you, and you're able to see how beautiful the area is and what the area has to offer. But if you guys at all are interested in the area, reach out to me. If you reach out, you get me. Don't think you're gonna get somebody else. You can email me, call me, text me. Seems like a lot of people text. I prefer text. Just text me anytime, ask me questions. If you're just thinking about the area, what the area is like, you know, what the people are like, what's the real estate like, reach out anytime. I would love to get to know you. So today we're talking about the Branson Landing area that has over 100 shops and restaurants. So the Branson Landing basically tees right at the end of Branson downtown. So it's the Branson Landing, and as you go west, it's the Branson Historic Downtown. And as you go west even more down 76, you go down the famous 76 highway that goes along literally everything. Whitewater, Titanic, Wonderworks, Ripley's, believe it or not. I mean, I could go on forever and ever on what's down 76. Now, we have done a video recently about the historic downtown Branson. Check it out right here if you are at all interested. Now, first and always foremost, we have to talk about the fountain show right in the middle of the Branson Landing. This display is a $7.5 million fountain show with lights, fire, water, and music, and it goes off every hour. It's a beautiful sight to see. The music is choreographed with 120-foot geysers. You'll see so many people gathered here to witness this fountain. It's pretty cool. Every time we go to the Branson Landing, my wife and I go out of our way. We're like, oh, it's only 15 minutes until. Now, if you don't get there at least 30 minutes ahead, you're gonna get a bad seat. So you gotta get there early to get a good seat. Next up is the Parakeet Pete balloon ride. So if you come in from the north side of the Branson Landing, you will run into this balloon ride right at the beginning or right at the end. Depends on which way you come in. But this is a steampunk themed balloon ride to rise up and see miles away at the landing. It takes you 180 feet up in a hot air balloon, and it goes around so you can see 360-degree views. You'll probably see this when you park and walk down the walkway. Either you start at the north or the south, but it is on the north side of the Branson Landing, right next to Paula Deen's restaurant. Which takes me to the next one, Paula Deen's restaurant. Yes, from the famous Paula Deen, this is her restaurant along the entrance of the north parking lot. It has a view of Lake Taneycomo. They serve guests classic Deen family recipes of her southern food. Entrees, side dishes, and desserts in a family style setting. They have a gift shop as well. Now, if you start from the south side, the first thing you run into, Bass Pro Shops. Yes. Good old Bass Pro. It's not the same. Nothing will be better than the Springfield Bass Pro. So if you love Bass Pro, you have to visit Springfield, which is, you know, where I reside. The Springfield Bass Pro, once you see it and experience it and breathe it and touch it and all this stuff and smell it, there will never be a Bass Pro like it. So you need to visit if you love Bass Pro. Anyways, back to this little Bass Pro in Branson. Yes, Branson does have its own Bass Pro too. For those of you who know my videos, I talk about our massive Bass Pro a lot, but if you want a taste, you can find it here as well. Go in to watch the fish or find the fishing pole of your dreams. And remember, White River Fish House, which is also right next door, there's a restaurant that is also owned by Johnny Morris. This White River Fish House has their location sitting out on Taneycomo waters, and it's so cool. You can get some alligator there as well, or some of the best cornbread you'll ever have in your life. If there's one place that you need to eat on the Branson Landing, it is White River Fish House. And don't forget to get the cornbread. Get the cornbread. That's me yelling, but in a whisper. Now, not too far away is the Hilton Hotel. This is a fancy Hilton hotel, sits just off to the west side of the landing. It has a convention center where they have many events, so you may have visited this place before. But they also have a level 2 steakhouse, which I hear is amazing. It has one of the best steaks in Branson. Now this place even has some great wine there too. Either way, you will love your meal. So those are some of the biggest around the Branson Landing, but let's talk about some of the more in-depth things, some of the smaller places on the Branson Landing. But let's start from the north and go down the strip, okay? First, we're gonna talk about the Black Oak Grill. This is a delicious American restaurant close to Paula Deen's. It's an open space where you get burgers and fries, sandwiches, or a few specialties. They have fried pickles or even barbecue mac and cheese, and even chicken fried steak. Next up is Arcade City. This is, as you would guess, a giant arcade. They even have a 7D ride adventure, mirror maze, and more. I've been in this place. It's quite the adventure and a lot of craziness happening in there. It's kind of cool. Right across from it is Andy B's. Now, Andy B's started in Tulsa, came to Springfield, and now it's in Branson. This is really a nice bowling alley. They even have a restaurant portion and arcade, escape rooms, and table games too. It's a great place for everyone. And don't forget the Andy B's Tiki Bar. This place serves neat alcohol down next to the view of the river, all in a little tiki shack. It is a separate location from Andy B's, but it is next to the river. Now, we'll talk about Salthouse Steakhouse. This is a classic steakhouse with some awesome steak and a view of the river as well. They have plenty of classics like the steak, mashed potatoes, and even chips and queso. They have salmon, ribs, and they even sell fried mushrooms. Don't say you don't like it until you try it, because it is awesome. Now, while you're walking down the strip, you cannot miss the Mellow Mushroom pizza place. I mean, this place stands out like a hippie's dream, okay? And if you're stoned out of your mind on the landing, this is the place you need to go. You'll understand when you see it, okay? This is a fun looking pizza restaurant, don't get me wrong. Inside you'll find a bunch of wacky characters and colors. They have good pizza, things to munch on like appetizers, hoagies, burgers, and calzones to choose from. This sounds like a blast. There's even a build your own pizza there too. Just be careful. Go in there. Go easy on the mushrooms, guys. Let's talk about Ridemakerz next with a Z at the end. Ridemakerz. Ridemakerz is a toy car customizing experience where kids 4 to 104 build 1/18th scale vehicles. Choose the car you want. They even have favorites like Lightning McQueen and Mater or something Avengers themed. What a cool experience, and it is fun with the kids. Going on to Landshark Bar and Grill. Yes, lots of food and lots of activities to do on the landing. If you are wanting some fish and chips, this might be just the place to be. This experience has a ton of seafood or fresh water options and some really nice fancy drinks. They have items like a fried chicken sandwich, tacos, nachos, and more. Going on to the Waxy O'Shea's Irish Pub. Yes, a good old-fashioned pub. You can grab yourself a pint or chow down on some fish and chips, a Reuben, and even something called a Scotch egg. The Scotch egg is like one of the most popular and like sought after unique things about this place. There's dips, chips, soups, stews, sandwiches, and burgers to enjoy there as well. Everything looks so delicious. Now the Branson Landing can't be complete without a Mexican place called Cantina Laredo. Now this Mexican restaurant is special because it's right next to the fountain. Yeah, right next to the fountain where all the cool stuff is happening. If you time this right, you can watch sunset go down with the fire coming up, and boy, oh boy, would this be a great experience. Not like, you know, ya boy here as you timed it right or anything. Now, you can go and get your classic tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, and quesadillas. You know, they even have ahi tuna nachos too, and bowls if you want to go a little bit healthier. Now, the Branson Landing is getting a little bit more franchised because Guy Fieri Branson Kitchen Bar kind of came in. So we got Paula, Deen, we got all this cool stuff coming into the landing. That guy, I don't even know how to explain this guy. But He's got flame coming everywhere. We all know he's known for saying, take me to Flavor Town, okay? And this is the place to go to Flavor Town. Now, of course, this is another celebrity's kitchen. This one with merch as well, just like Paula Deen's. This place serves one-of-a-kind flavors with sandwiches, entrees, house-smoked meats, and desserts. They have some crazy, huge burgers stacked high with what looks like it would be so delicious. It will literally make you hungry just looking at it. If you want to know more about what's in Branson, the historic downtown, anything Branson related, check out this playlist right here. I would love to see you over at the next video. And don't forget, when you come to the Ozarks, you watch for deer. Talk to you guys later. Well, I want them to think that I have.
Oh.